I want to challenge you for the next 21 days to follow this exact financial plan. This requires no investing, no side hustles, and no earning any more money than you already are. And by the end of these 3 weeks, there's a really good chance that you'll be in a much better financial position than you are today watching this video. Because most people watching this video don't have a money making problem, they have a money leaking problem. And any one of these leaks could be costing you $50, $100, or even a couple $100 every single week. And one of these biggest leaks we're going to be talking about this video will be addressing in week number 2 of this plan, so make sure you stick around for that. So here's how this is going to work. In week 1, we're going to find money. In week 2, we're stopping our money leaking. And in week 3, we're going to build systems so any progress we make will stick around for the long term. And at the end of this video, I'm going to show you exactly how much this plan could save you for the average New Zealander. Okay, so this is how we're going to start. For the first 7 days, I want you to track exactly what you spend. This could be done in a Google Sheet. It could even be done on a pen and paper, whatever's easiest. You can even go through your last 7 days of bank statements and just write everything down. We want to track every single dollar that goes out of your account, whether this is for fun, whether this is for groceries, petrol for the car. No matter what you're spending, we want you to put it and categorize it for every single dollar you spent for the last 7 days or for the next 7 days. And even if we could just find an extra $150 a week we can save, that's $7,800 every single year tax-free that you get to keep in your account that can be used to invest, that can be used to pay off debt, or whatever your current financial goals are. And doing this step itself isn't going to improve anything, however, it will bring awareness to your spending. And this awareness we can use to change your behavior in the future. So once you've got your 7 days of finances all set up, what we're going to be doing next is step number 2, is looking at how to stop any money leaking out of your account. So coming on to week 2, the first thing I want to talk about is, with talking about leaks, is credit cards. Now, credit cards can be a tool for those who are very disciplined with their finances. However, for the average New Zealander, this isn't the case. Credit cards in New Zealand are roughly around a 20% interest rate, which means if you were to carry a $5,000 balance month to month, at the end of the year, you would have spent $1,000 on interest alone. So before we start investing or before we start doing anything, one of the best things you can do for your finances is to pay down any credit card debt. It's essentially a 20% instantaneous guaranteed return on any money that you pay down on this debt. Another thing we can clean up in week 2 isn't a financial leak, but it could be something you're missing out on, and this is KiwiSaver. By default, your minimum payments in New Zealand are now 3.5%, and if you do that, your employer will also match you 3.5% if you're not on a total remuneration package. This means for the money you're putting in, you're getting a 100% return instantaneously that could go straight into investments, aside from the tax your employer will pay on their contributions. But you're still getting a very solid, roughly 70% guaranteed return instantaneously. Now, if you were to put in around $1,042 over the course of the year, or even if you don't, you can put that in voluntarily, the government will put in around $250, which is lower than before, but it's still a guaranteed almost 25% return. Now, KiwiSaver is an amazing tool whether you're going for your first home deposit or for your retirement. Regardless of what it is, I can actually refer you to a great KiwiSaver advisor I personally know and trust. My email's down below, feel free to get in touch. Going ahead to week 3, we want to start to build a defensive system. Now, a lot of people don't struggle financially because of bad behavior, which can definitely be the case, but sometimes life can just happen. A car can break down, a washing machine can break down. Anything that costs $500 to $1,000 can happen at any moment in your life, and for this reason, ideally would have a bigger emergency fund, but even if you don't have just $1,000 saved away somewhere, which only about half of New Zealanders do, that should absolutely be one of your first priorities. And the reason for this is because when the car does break down, when the washing machine does break down, you don't need to take out a personal loan, you don't need to go to a loan shark for money. You have some money set aside so life can continue and you can continue to go to your job. To finish this off, there's one final step that turns us from a little 3-week challenge into a permanent habit for future financial progress. And here's one of the secrets to personal finances. People who have success in this area don't just rely on motivation or discipline, they automate everything so they don't need to rely on their own discipline. For this, I'm talking about automatic payments to maybe other savings accounts that you can use for saving up for a car. This can be to pay down debts faster than the minimum repayments and save a lot on interest. And the final step is to call all the payments you're currently making, whether this is power, whether this is internet, whether this is your phone plan. Just give the company a call, tell them what your current rates are, tell them what subscription you're on, and say, hey, can you do anything better than this? Alternatively, do a comparison of all your insurances, do a comparison of your power plan, do a comparison of your gas plan, of your electricity plan. There's lots of tools online, and I'll post one below where you can compare what is best for your household based on your situation, and if you can find anything better, you can easily save $50, $100 per month. So this is my 21-day challenge for you to improve your financials with some very basic and easy stuff that doesn't require any big or scary investments. I'd love you to comment down below what your first step is going to be, and if you'd like to get in touch with me, my email address is down below in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.